Mother Lydia and Annie Vaughn Crawford. There's a whole bunch of girls off of Dewey Avenue that volunteered to go to work in the shipyard. And Shannon and I was talking about that today. They wore coveralls, you know, with the straps. Overalls the one that's closed up completely, huh? But these had the straps over, and they had red kerchiefs they put over their head and tied in the front. Because if you ever seen a movie about the women that worked in the defense plant, they all wore that kerchief around their head, tied in a knot in the front. But Annie Vaughn was a welder, a tacker they call it, and they'd put up the metal and she'd come along and tack it to hold it, and somebody else welded it, you know. But in the time that she was there, she contracted asbestosis, things like that. I had to think a while to come back. I knew them good, but now it's hard to pull it out. And she was always complaining about chest pains all her life. And it wasn't until she was, I'd say up into her 50s before she found out she had that. And the doctor, she went from one doctor to the other, and the doctor said, well, did the doctor before tell you got asbestosis? She said no, she never knew she had it. And as she got older, and she died in 1995, she had the same type of problem I had with the aorta valve. It wouldn't close. And her lungs were so bad from this asbestosis. When they operated on her, the operation was a success, but her breathing was so bad they couldn't get her off the machine, so she never survived. You know, she never did come to. Sad time in a situation, you know. And a lot of the other girls too never did get it, but somewhere along the line. But my brother worked, my oldest brother worked there, and my brother JB worked there, and he got it, you know. And he died just recently, about 3 or 4 months back, 5 months. And his had got so bad they took off one lung. And then later on, they found a spot showing up into the right lung, and well, I was at his house drinking coffee one day, you know, just like you and I sitting here talking. He made coffee, brought coffee to me, and was set out on his back porch. And so he went to Texas, and that was Friday or Saturday. And when he came back, it was 3 or 4 days later, I went to see him. His hair was gone, and his chin was on his chest. I said, brother, what in the world happened to you? You know, he was so lively just a few days before. He said, they give me a shot, and I got real weak, but they give him chemo, and, you know, chemo, when it goes against some people, it starts destroying their lungs, you know. And while he was dying, that machine had a tube in his stomach, you know, was pumping it out. And you could see little bits of red stuff in that tube. And his wife said the nurse told her that was bits of his lungs that had deteriorated coming out. And I stayed there with him a good bit. I was with him the day he died, you know. Oh, it stays with you. You just don't ever get away from that, you know.